James Gunn is currently pre-writing his next DC project. That's right. According to James Gunn, he says, the bulk of my time is dealing with post-production on Superman and Peacemaker, but I'm also spending a fair amount of time pre-writing my next DC Studios project. So what could it be, everybody? What could be? Now, we talked about this a couple weeks ago on the Watchtower. We were like, what could be his next project? I think a lot of people were speculating that could be The Authority. I think I was saying that it's going to be um, a Batman Superman team up. I still think that's what it's going to be. Now, here's a crazy thing. Now, I heard from a couple people, whether accurate or not, that they're already pushing Gunn to get Superman 2 ready. That's apparently something that's out there. Again, whether accurate or not, couldn't tell you. I'm hoping that this, whatever he's working on, is either Superman 2 or it's something to introduce Batman. That's what I'm hoping. I don't think it's going to be Brave and the Bold anymore. I don't. After looking and seeing what's going on with Batman right now, I've come to the conclusion that they're not going to put Brave and the Bold out until after Matt Reeves' The Batman 2. So at the earliest, 2028, I guess, is when it would be, right? 2027, 2028. When's Batman 2 come out now? I don't even remember. It keeps getting pushed back whenever it comes out. So for me, my thought is this. The Authority, sure. Now, there's that rumor out there that it could be turned into an animated show. I think that's actually going to be accurate. I think that is going to be what happens with it. And it makes sense. So let's say the Authority, that it's not the Authority. And another thing that I want to think about as well. Look at all the projects that we know about right now. We don't have any other big names. We got Superman, we got Supergirl. Even Supergirl's not really a big name. Like, she's a big name that she's known, but she's not really a big character. Lanterns, sure, we can kind of, like, if you put them on a tier, like, you got your top tier, secondary tier, third tier. I would probably, Superman's top tier. I would say Supergirl's probably third tier. Lanterns would probably be second tier characters. So we don't have another top tier character. I'm thinking whatever he's writing is probably going to be a top tier character because we don't have another top tier character. And that's how I'm looking at it. So I'm thinking it's going to be some kind of top tier character. Is it going to be Wonder Woman? Probably not. I think it's going to be something like Superman 2. It's going to be something to introduce Batman. Could it be World's Finest? Could it be a Superman Batman team up of any sort? Whether it's World's Finest or not, whatever. I don't know. That's where I want it to be, but is that what it's going to be? I think that makes the most sense. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like I said, when you take a look, because then you got Clayface, and like Clayface, that's a villain. So I would probably put that on like a third or fourth tier. You got, Sergeant Rock, that's like down here, like F tier, like way down at the bottom, like 45th tier. You got, what else is there? You got Deathstroke and Bane. That's probably like, towards the middle of the pack. That's not too high up there. So you're looking at all these projects that we're hearing about, but nothing is like that top tier. Like, that is a movie that people want to know, want to see, and that's what that's what James Gunn has to do right now. There's nothing that people want they hear and they know we got to see that. And that is what I think they need to look at. And I see Hope for Life in the comments says something like Martian Manhunter. While that would be cool, is Martian Manhunter a name that if you went to your neighbor's sister's grandmother's aunt and say, "Hey, there's a Martian Manhunter movie coming out," they're gonna be like, "Oh, cool." No. But if you go, "Hey, there's a Batman and Superman movie coming out," or "There's a Batman movie coming out," or "There's a Wonder Woman movie coming out," that type of stuff is like, "Oh, awesome. I know what that is." That's what you kinda gotta think of, and I think that's the kind of movie he's gonna be writing. And that's just my way of thinking about this. Because there's just besides Superman, what other big time character is in the works? Nothing. And they need to get another big time character in the works for a movie to come out. And if they don't have one in the works right now, which they could, and we just don't know about it, but if they don't have one, that concerns me. That does concern me. Look, and you know how optimistic and excited I am for the DCU. But if you're saying Superman comes out in 2025, and between then and when Brave and the Bold comes out, there's no other big name heroes or characters, that's a little concerning. Again, Supergirl's is like a second tier, third tier. You know, you could probably put her in either one, second or third tier. But you need those top tier heroes. You need those top tier names to really draw people to the theater. So I don't know. That's what I think he's working on. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below.